Hello and welcome to the JFS Show. We are not dead. I am your host, the Prickly Prophet, the spreader of Cactus Club, the unmarried man of geography, Shawstin. And I am joined with my cohorts, the Necromancer, Ace, surviving the podcast from the dead.
Hello.
Ace.
It's me.
Your friendly neighborhood comrade, Asus.
Привет, comrades. Hello.
Shawstin. What it says.
Hi.
And save the best for last, the big son of Jess. Big ol' Hank.
Howdy.
Howdy. What's
So, yeah.
happening, everyone?
It's good.
Cool.
Um,
Cool.
Good.
I'm here.
I'm half awake. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun.
it's raining. A lot.
It is raining.
Raining
Yep.
a lot.
It's raining all around the world, apparently.
Simultaneously.
Yep.
Well, not necessarily simultaneously, because it's like, 8 hours ahead in New Zealand, so like...
Plus, there is slight differences in time, since I'm a different distance from life, and then time's slightly different. Very minuscule, but it's different. So
Yeah, it's like, is it really simultaneous if Lemons is in another day?
is
Or
anything
if it is
simultaneous if light has to travel?
It's true.
Good point.
Mm.
God, this is really
Well,
messing with my
even
head.
gravity has to travel.
Fuck gravity. Gravity doesn't exist. It's just a theory.
That's the weirdest thing about science, that
game
gravity
theory.
lasts travel at the speed of light. That really gets me.
I once recently had a probably a 5 or 6 hour conversation about the relativity of time and speed, distance relative to other objects, with my dad, and he
5 or 6 hours.
You're
I'm
on
not
tennis team,
exaggerating.
remember?
Right.
My dad's a smart man.
I'm sorry.
And
For Tennessee
no, you're
standards.
yeah, he's got IQ of like at least 85, and
He can call
he's
Google
up
Doc
there.
links.
He can, yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if he can. he struggles a little bit with technology, but generally speaking, he has a lot of common sense. But I have never put a lot of thought into how time travel and relativity and speed and space travel and all this stuff works. And because I've never needed to, it's not a thing you really think about unless you're doing it as a fun thing for yourself. And it blew my mind. I felt like I was 5 years old learning just the most basic thing that everyone knows that I didn't. And I'm still a little bit shaken up by it. But yeah. The world's
Had a
crazy.
little bit of a bit of a crisis. Just-
I did. Yeah, it just added to my nihilism a little bit, so it's good.
Nihilism doesn't have to be bad.
No,
it
it's good.
does. We're all pointless and we're all going to die and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Speaking of dying...
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. I see what you did there.
Somebody write
It's
that
now
down, write
really
that down.
bad because we reacted to it, so now
You
That's
ruined
the
it.
thing now, though. No one actually makes clean transitions anymore, because whenever they do it, they're just like, did you see that?
Yeah.
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 So let's skip that topic completely. Done with that.
Our top story, is the server gone forever?
No.
Maybe. Probably not.
The answer is no.
I'll happily weigh in on this. If I could get on a soapbox for 45 seconds, if that's fair.
Go on ahead.
Go ahead.
So, since I've been on the server, my experience, although those who've been on the server longer, I guess Asus by a little bit, or Lemons.
Hi.
The other two of you, we joined at or Ace, Shawstin, we joined at the same time. I don't know. Since I've been on the server, there's waves, right? People are engaged and disengaged, engaged and disengaged. You can chart it, and we recently launched the Pixelmon server, was a huge boom in
Is it still
popularity.
going?
Not really.
I mean, technically it's up, yeah, I think, right?
Yeah, I haven't
Um,
touched it in like
It
weeks.
like lasted for a week, and then everyone like just stopped playing it again, and
I mean,
I
no
was
one
just
ever.
waiting for Mickson to get back to get internet.
I mean, it's done. We have modded servers every 6 months probably. There's a different modded server that Lemons or somebody is kind enough to throw up on a server, and we get together as a group and play it. And some people, the vanilla server is synonymous to them with the JFS activity. If there's no activity on the vanilla server, JFS is dead. Right? However, whenever the Pixelmon server first went live, there was in that week, there was probably a dozen people, not at the same time necessarily, but a dozen people who were just actively engaged with this new thing. And everyone was talking, everyone was having a good time. We hang out in Discord sometimes. We play games together sometimes. Just because we're not on the vanilla server doesn't mean that we're not engaged and we're not around. But even then, even if it's a distinct lull in any games, distinct lull in people joining Discord, it's still we're still here. It's just it comes in waves.
So the thing is that Flux recently put out his video like a couple days ago when this comes out, and he talked about this, and he said Pixelmon not really relevant to the argument because there had been no one had been. We've been in a lull since December, and the Pixelmon's been up since January. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, December
it sparked activity on JFS, but not the server.
Yeah.
But also, he mentioned that activity on the JFS itself seems to be a bit lower because back in the day, we used to be all yo, let's play building game, and 6 people would get on and play building game 3 times a week. And those may be the high points. Not the middle points.
I guess that's kind of my point. It's easy to look back and say, oh, look at this one moment in history. We're not as active as we were then. And that one moment in history is always how we were as far as activity goes prior to now. So we're dead. The server's dead. Everyone, no one's engaged. Everyone hates each other. I can easily look back and be like, hey, remember when we played Gary's mod? Everybody plays Gary. There was 8 people who got on every night for a month and played Gary's mod. Why aren't we doing that? Well, that was just a blip. It's just one of the ways.
That's the golden age fallacy right there.
Yeah.
I haven't played Pokemon with Mixer in forever. Well, I guess it's not here. We played Pokemon in our heights every day for months at a time. And then we'd stop and we'd start and we'd stop and we'd start, and it felt like we had to play all the time to keep up with our standard. But normally we only play once or twice a week, if that. So it's I don't know.
Well, I mean, you do know. You just said it, and you're right. I think. Oh, you're right. Everything's gonna die. Everything's gonna be sad. There's no future. No.
Nihilism.
There usually is an ebb and flow to it. It's happened multiple times. The holidays just passed, so people dealt with that, and I guess they're just kind of waiting to be interested again. Because I know my interest on the server is come and gone, and sometimes I find it hard to find something to do. But right now, I've kind of made something to work with, so that's what's been keeping me around. So I guess people are just kind of looking for something like that, and it'll come back around.
1.14 is supposed to come out soon anyway, so that's something.
That'll bring people back.
I'm having a ball playing right now.
Yeah. Now that I finally got out of that addiction to EU4 I had.
Wink.
My drug dealer. But now I'm back on the server doing stuff all the time, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah, you made a lot of progress on your castle.
There's a lot of neat stuff going on. For the server to be theoretically dead, there's stuff new to me that I haven't seen the past few weeks or even month or two. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely not on at the peak hours anymore. Like I'm playing later, so.
Yeah, I'm playing it like my late evening. If I'm playing, there's literally no one awake. So
yeah,
I'm probably awake.
Because he's fucking dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, and Mary's like a ghost playing. You know.
Yeah, it's
No one ever
weird.
Yeah, like I will often log on as Mary made progress and be like, wait, when did he get on?
I don't even see Mary. Yeah, I don't see him either, and I'm like, at his time, he would be playing.
Like, genuinely,
I don't know how he does it, but he does.
What a guy. No one hears from him until UHCs anyway.
Yep.
Oh, there's a segue.
Hey, UHC 21.
Sure.
Before we get into this, Lemons, you talked about like creating something to kind of help spark interest in UHC, because that's another thing that people have been talking about.
Did I?
Yeah, you said you were. You said a while ago that you were working on some mod to try to make the.
I haven't fucking touched that since I said that.
Okay.
But yeah, that could be something I could do, I guess.
I don't know, because it's kind of been a thing off and on about how the caving part of the UHC is very monotonous because we all do the same stuff, and there's not really much variety, I guess.
Yeah. Let's read what I wrote.
Yeah.
I don't remember. What did I write?
Good job, Lemons.
You look for that, and I'll say this. Do you guys remember that one time Minecraft did a UHC where the only way you could get an enchanting table was by killing another player?
I do.
Oh yeah.
Like that would be something. Like, why are you going caving for the entire game if you can't get enchants? Like, you could get diamond armor. Yeah, like.
Well, I mean, armor's still good.
That would be a simple thing to spark stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we've always had a gimmick. We could just up the ante.
Pretty good too. So.
Yeah.
Also the golden hats, right? You know, just.
Yeah.
Guns? Yeah, I think basically what I was saying is that if everyone spends like 80% of the time underground, nothing's going to happen because everyone's underground that whole time. So if you make stuff on the surface, people will be interacting more, and you get some earlier PvP and some later PvP. And then you make underground, like you keep the underground, but you make it a bit harder. But so there's a reason to go underground, but you also it's a bit of a balance. I haven't worked literally anything out, and I forgot about it until just then. So
okay,
well, airdrops would be neat.
Yeah, something like that, like battle royale style airdrops or something.
Or even
do that, Lemons. Good luck.
Or even just like increasing the loot in the value of the loot in the structures that are out there. Just little things could boost things.
Talking about adding new mechanics. New crafting recipes going to the server, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been quite a bit of
Lemons several months ago actually. Lemons had given us a quest to do this thing, to build this thing on the server, and did not say, but we pretty much knew that doing so would basically mean he gives us the ability to craft elytras. Because
it was very highly implied.
Yeah. Because
not even trying. It was very highly implied.
Yeah. Yeah. But the world border has made it so we can't really get elytras at all naturally. And people really want the elytras, so we have them now. Because we built the statue with, Asus, Muck, Rads, Killer, and I, and Special. We all got on and we built a thing. And, yeah. Now we have... And it's, very expensive, but now people are saying that we should do the other big rare item in the end that we can't get, which is shulker boxes.
Well, we already voted on that, and we were going to have an event for that, but then Killer decided to take it over, so I'm not doing anything to do with that. But yeah, but with the elytra recipe, what I was trying to do was make it so the recipe's there. It's hard, but so if once the world border is expanded, it would be easier to go into the end and get an elytra than it would be to craft one. So I want the crafting recipe to become redundant, basically, if you have the option to go get one.
Yeah, it totally will. Right now, it's just people are paying for being impatient.
That's why it's expensive. Yeah. That's why it's expensive.
It's what, 12 diamond blocks and some other odds and ends?
Yeah,
2 emerald blocks, 2 nether stars.
cake.
Oh, nether.
from a
Yeah,
block.
2 nether
Dragon's
stars. Yeah.
Breath.
And cake.
So,
Yep.
Man, that
So you-
cake. That took me like so 20 minutes.
Like, let's be
I
honest.
just put the cake
make-
in it because it's a pain in the ass.
Like fly around, find
Like
cows, get them in a bucket.
And like you have to Google the recipe because you don't know the recipe. Be
Oh,
honest.
it's what do you
You
mean?
don't.
Use the in-game recipe crafter. It's so
Yeah.
That
so
shit
concise
thing.
and useful.
Okay.
Fucking-
Hey,
yeah.
listen here, boy. I'll have you know
Man,
that I'm still playing in 1.12, so I can't use that.
it's a 1.12. And we're
I'll
on,
have
we're
you
on
know.
we're on 13 on the server. I don't under. What's your point here?
I don't
What are you
use the
saying?
book.
He's
I don't
old-fashioned.
ever use the book.
Yeah.
Oh, mentally, you're in 1.12, which has the recipe. Got it.
You're not allowed to swim. You're not allowed to look at the ocean. You're not allowed to look at turtles. You can't
Can't
do
use a
anything.
trident.
Can't use trident.
No.
Mhm.
No, you just have to
I
pretend you're
definitely
playing
agree.
1.12.
And now
Mhm.
we're deciding on the shulker box recipe, essentially.
Yeah, I would make it a lot harder than anything that's been proposed, honestly. But whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Killer's
a
doing
utility
it, I'm not.
item. I mean, it's a utility item,
Hey.
and it's something most people want several of. So, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it, honestly. It's the same thing with Elytra. I'm not going to craft one. I'm just going to wait until they're readily available naturally. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't need
Mhm.
shulker boxes for anything. Apparently, Killer does.
I don't
Apparently,
even kill
some
you.
people do.
I'm with you, Lemons. It should be hard. And I made a hard suggestion. However, people did not vote on that. So, yeah.
Because it's too hard.
People are going to vote on the easy
That's
one.
why you don't have a vote. You just put it in there.
Yeah,
That's
if,
the
if
thing you gotta ring.
if we have an option, so if we have a bunch of realistic hard options, and then we have an option, oh, you put a
Yeah, no one's
pop
gonna vote for
chorus
a
in a
hard one.
crafting grid, they're gonna choose the pop chorus in the crafting grid, of course, because they want endless things. At the, it's like if people are allowed to cheat, they're going to cheat.
Yeah,
So why have a vote? I don't know.
that's why I didn't have a vote on the light recipe. I was just saying it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to deal with that.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
I think it works well.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
up to
know.
the
I haven't even
spirits.
got any feedback from anyone, but I think it's worked well.
We think you've done a wonderful job, and you single-handedly have kept this server afloat many occasions.
That's me.
I actually believe that, but anyways.
Good job.
You saved JFS. Congratulations.
I did it.
But then
No,
you're
you
asked
gotta say
sometimes, so it
UHC.
kind of balances out.
It's true.
So we touched on the topic, but we didn't really talk about it. But UHC 21.
Yeah. So Minecraft's doing an anniversary UHC, and Fruitfly messaged me last night saying that our anniversary is coming up soon as well, which he said was March 23rd, which just so happens to be a Saturday.
How many years is that?
Saturday.
Probably 7 if we started in 2012.
Oh, boy.
So
That
Do we
just-
sound
that
big?
can't
How
be
fucking
right.
old is this server?
it's got to be
We didn't
about
start
that
in
old.
2012, did we?
I don't.
I thought we were like fucking like 2014 or something.
It might have been something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it was 2014 is when the server started.
This will be 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a good number.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've started up
decade.
the doc for UHC 21. That I'm gonna post later. So we could do it on the 23rd for the anniversary, but it's also could be scheduled for April as normal. So
I might not get a job before then just so I can be in it.
Jeez.
That's sad.
The only other thing I have is I took all the gimmick ideas that everybody offered and I put most of them into like a pool, and I'm gonna list them all every season. Every time we pick one, I'll take it out of the pool until we use them all.
Nice.
If anybody has any other ideas, they can let me know and I'll add them to the list. So
Have we used Spectral yet? A Spectral thing?
it kind of is. It's for super long time. So
Oh, yeah, super long time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which honestly, I feel like I meant to mention this. I haven't done a UHC talking video in a while, but like the idea of spectral now to me seems counterintuitive to what you, because when when we're at the point where we're having spectral, the board is already closed. Everyone already knows where everyone is, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And now
basically
Spectral-
some people hiding underground.
Yes.
It was
Yeah, but like, now Spectral's on, you can't do anything. It leads to you standing there, me standing here. I'm not going to try to flank you because you can see me. So now we're just going to continue to stand here. I'm going to have a season 20 problem.
Yeah. It's to make them fight. Make them fight.
It's only activated when you're both standing there for like 5 minutes, not doing anything, and everyone's bored.
Yeah.
Or it could be on for a whole season.
Ooh. Well, the gimmick ideas that are currently listed, I'm offering player's choice. Way back in Season 9, we had Asus choice, where I get to pick my teammates and everybody was randomized. The idea would be that there could be like a lottery or some sort of randomizing where somebody gets to pick their teammates and everyone else gets randomized. I just feel like it's not fair that I would be the only one that gets to do that.
I would agree.
So
I like the concept, yeah.
There's always closing border, basically closing from episode 1. We haven't done something like that yet.
That could be good for people to move mid-season.
Yeah.
What about a growing border?
We'll start it.
Starts at 1 block, everyone's in the same block.
Oh, man.
No combat for the first episode, guys. So just sit here and wait until we get to the tree over there.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Well, you could do that. You could do no combat for 3 days and have the border go up kind of quick, so you can actually get away.
Mm-hmm.
It'd probably still be a quicker season, but it could be interesting, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like how the universe expands and implodes.
Well, see, everyone's going to be familiar with Spawn, theoretically, in that season, so I think it's actually going to encourage people to go to 0-0 more than it would in a normal season. People are going to be more comfortable and inclined.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. That's interesting. I know you said it's a joke, but that's interesting.
Get added to the list.
I like it.
We got cities, we got the find your partner thing that we could try again. Custom terrain, like amplified.
Oh god.
There's biome specific, which could be one biome for the entire map, or the 0-0 could be a certain biome.
I've always wanted a Wild West theme.
Yeah, like the mesa.
Deserts, mesas, and yeah.
That'd be kind of ridiculous though, because like there's so much gold in those.
So much gold.
Well, you could do
that, but
you could do that as like a 0-0 area, like a.
But there are so little trees. Is a thing, you know.
Yeah,
all I'm thinking of is like me hours trying to find a seed to fit all these things.
That's true.
No, you can just change the change the settings in the world. You got it.
They don't exist in 1.13.
Dang.
What? Why did?
Wait, don't they especially exist in 1.13?
Well, then make it 1.12 and move it over to 1.13.
Yeah.
We don't need drones.
But they added some new features.
We don't need a kelp.
They added like the buffet mode or something, whatever the fuck that is.
What the heck is that?
Well, maybe that's the thing we need, right?
Yeah, buffet's really customizable world.
It's not as customizable as it used to be. Like not at all.
Well, it has new features, but they did remove some.
I think you can basically choose the biomes, and that's it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not educated enough.
It's like a buffet. Choose what you want.
The last gimmick I have is to add JFS builds to the map.
Ooh.
You could empty. Yeah, that would be another tough one to do. But like, you would have to like empty chests and stuff, but.
Where's the Lidl chest?
I think
isn't there a mod? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying. I think it would be neat to like stumble upon like Muck's Castle or something like that.
I don't think we'd be able to do. I agree. I don't think we'd be able to do something that complex. If memory serves, I don't know if it's updated, but there's a mod where you can make. I mean, hell, we could use vanilla structure blocks even, right? I mean, there's easier ways to do this, right? In theory.
You could
theory, yeah.
Sure. MC edit it. Yeah, I can hear it.
How can we make this as hard on lemons as possible?
He'll have to build it from scratch. That's what I
have to build it from scratch and make custom mods. And...
Yeah.
Yep.
Hire the broken buttons.
But like, you could just take like one building and put it in the middle or something. Just throw it out there.
Just fucking put the statue.
Yeah.
Small statue.
Just get the season 3 map and empty all the chests or something.
What the fuck is with the inside of your fucking statue, Asus? It's fucking awful.
But what?
Like trying to get to the top of your statue is the worst. Just
No, it makes sense. I mean, maybe it's because you're from New Zealand.
No, he's
I
not
mean,
the only one.
no,
I mean, I don't want
Max-
to chime in too hard here, but mobs walking around on iron bar scaffolding,
Walking
Or, you
across
know,
glass panes.
not safe.
Yeah.
OSHA
we were trying to get
Happy filming.
onto the head, and we completely missed the exit, so we broke through the trapdoor with my fist. Just,
Wow.
so there you go. So you might need to fix that.
Yep.
This is all spoilers for a future series on the JFS channel.
Oh yeah.
Or screw it, you could just do an entirely Muller JFS.
Yeah.
I mean, UHC, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Guns.
there's some other stuff on the list. But,
Pixelmon.
Pixel.
Oh man.
Pixelmon
on Pixelmon Battle,
UHC.
you have like an hour to get your team, and then you have to Pixelmon battle with the
I think
rest
it's
of them.
Nuzlocke.
That would actually be look kind of cool, honestly.
Pixelmon Nuzlocke UHC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oof.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
We could just like
I guess the last thing I have on the dock is just I'm tweaking my leaderboard a bit because notch apples have been pretty abundant the past few seasons. So,
So,
what
do
is
you
with
do
that?
that retroactively as well, or how does that work?
no, every series I see if there's anything I should tweak, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going forward basically. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I should reduce the points at all, and if so, should I? Because right now it's 5 points for finding one, 5 points for eating one.
Did they make them more common, or are we just finding them more?
We all
'Cause I haven't tweaked them.
we seem to find like 2 per season, except for last season, because we probably
seems
would
absurd.
have. We probably would have if we had if we were scattered farther out, but.
Mhm.
But my options are no change, just 5 points for eating it, just 10 points for eating it, or splitting like 2 for finding and 3 for eating. A couple.
Probably that one. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something we'll figure out down the road.
Yeah, just a little thing to vote on.
Yeah.
It also does give a chance for people that aren't generally that great at UHC to, get a higher score than usual.
Yeah.
I like the chance aspect of it.
So no, just feels like it's been too common lately. And,
Yeah, fair enough.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And how long have we been recording?
30
30-ish
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. We're good on time.
Yeah, perfect.
Any other server channel updates for anyone?
Server channel updates.
subscribe
have-
to the
so yeah,
new
server channel.
Laser Nights.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about that if we wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That can be maybe you can get that for your news section or something. You don't even have one, so
Sure. I'll hold on. I will do some self promotion on that, and then Taskcrafter on the news section. On the other half, the second half of the podcast. Stay tuned.
Coming up next.
After
first, it's halftime. Here's the JFS Show halftime show.
Yeah.
The mid-section thingy. But
As always, we have found some dumb BuzzFeed quiz thing that we're gonna do.
alright, let's see.
Yes.
I haven't looked at it.
This one is
This
Overrated/underrated sandwich test will reveal which state you actually belong in. Where do your buns
like-
belong?
ooh,
U.S. state.
Yeah.
Guess
Probably.
so. Or like state of matter, because
Yeah.
I'd be a gas.
Yeah, I'm totally plasma. I'm living that plasma life.
I'm rather boring. I'd be a solid.
Hmm.
Let me do you solid and be a solid.
Oh, is it just which one I like?
Yeah, you drag the
So
sliders.
basically
Oh,
it tells
I
us
see.
it gives you a picture and then a slider that goes from underrated to overrated with
I think
right.
these are all like
Oh.
rated and about right. Like no one really cares that much about the sandwiches, do they?
Nah, lobster rolls are way overrated.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
pretend I have very strong opinions on this.
I have very
Peanut butter and
strong
jelly is kind of overrated. I'll put that up
Oh,
there.
I agree with that. No.
So let's go through the list thing. So first off, we have a BLT.
Yep.
It's just nice classic BLT. There's too much mayonnaise on the one on the picture there. Like that's honestly disgusting.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that.
I would take the tea.
We can have a
out of that.
podcast. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's way too much mayonnaise.
Wow.
Also, I'm not a fan of the tea on that either.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty overrated.
So
Yeah,
you just
I'm
want a
gonna
bacon
move
sandwich?
Bacon sandwich.
You just want to make a sandwich, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I just want bacon.
I think BLTs are where they should be. Maybe slightly underrated. They're quite refreshing.
I think people generally like BLTs. I'd say they're rated pretty much as you'd expect.
Now lobster rolls.
I've never
I
had
Lobster
one.
rolls.
Damn, you guys
Yeah.
are like having a proper discussion about this.
Where do you get a
Well,
lobster roll?
It's a New England
Lobster's
thing.
overrated.
It's a New England thing. I should
It's a
have.
major New England thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're. a little bit
I think they're
overrated.
way overrated. Honestly, lobster's good. You know, for a big point in human history, it was considered trash food. There was clauses in slaves' contracts saying they couldn't be fed lobster more than X number of days a week.
Hmm.
Well, that's because they were
It-
cooking it terribly, right?
Now you can
Well-
find them in McDonald's.
Like they were just like that. Like you know how you have to
Yeah,
you kill a lobster and then you cook a lobster straight as it's dead
Yeah.
or kill it at the same time. But
That's
they were
true.
leaving them for days and then cooking it. That's why they were saying it was bad because they didn't have.
Yeah,
to
and
cook
it was probably the texture similar to rubber, and it tasted probably like bad salt water. To be fair, however, I do think lobster's way overvalued as a food.
agree.
I've never been a huge lobster
it-
fan.
It's fine. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's a good canvas, but it's not. It's just we're eating too much of it,
Hmm.
and it's just made a false sense of value for it. So I think lobster rolls are way overrated. Personally,
JFS
I'm
against
saying
lobster.
in the middle, but haven't eaten one.
yeah.
No.
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
I love pulled
Pulled
pork.
pork.
Way underrated. Amazing.
I want to eat that right now. That picture.
I'd just from this conversation here,
fries.
I can tell that people rate pulled pork as it's rated as good, so it's appropriately rated. So you put it in the middle
Yeah.
because everyone here likes it. That's not overrated. That's not underrated. That's just rated.
No, it's underrated because more people should eat it.
Yeah, I agree with this.
Everyone likes it.
Less
Who
people
hates
should eat it.
Everyone
I
here
can.
likes it.
Yeah, who hates it though? No one except like vegetarians and vegans. and
Exactly.
stuff,
They
but
should
who-
eat it. They don't know what
I
they're
think.
missing.
I think it's undervalued because
No,
I think it's rated exactly as you'd expect.
how many
No.
fast food
No.
joints sell pulled pork versus how many sell BLTs? Probably about the same, actually.
Do
Good
they
point.
sell pulled pork? Yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Everyone
sound
knows what
great.
it's worth.
I don't know. I just want
I-
some pulled pork now.
I do really like cheesesteak.
Mm,
Mm.
I like
I
it.
do think it's overrated, though.
Let me give it a slight.
I think
overrated.
cheesesteak is overrated. It's this big Philly thing, but like they're not that great.
They're fine.
Yeah,
Like Philly's all like, yo, Philly cheesesteak, and it's like you can't say bad things about Philadelphia, but
yeah,
no.
yeah. I think it was iDubbbz that did a video not too long ago about interview. It was like excerpts from interviews with people about Philly cheesesteaks, and they're all from Philly. And of course, there's with any like mecca food, like culturally popular food, just specific region. You know, there's specific places. You know, the locals say, "Oh, you gotta go here," you know, whatever. And they were like, "Oh, you gotta go here, but don't you better freaking know how to order it. You gotta say all these weirdly specific things. You can't hesitate." And none of them actually correspond with food at all. You just got to know how it goes and then get out, eat it. It's so xenophobic, but also like
Yeah.
you're patronized if you just like are any iota of amount of like condescending towards them. So I think the culture around it's way overrated. Though as a sandwich, it's very
Let me get a dog at the rodeo hit by a car and spark it.
good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hold the
Yes,
onions.
I
you
would
know.
like a big ol' Hank, please.
Yeah.
Please go to restaurants and
Where's
order
that
a
on
big
the
one.
list?
It's just a mayonnaise sandwich, actually, on white bread, Wonder Bread.
Oh.
Mayonnaise on Wonder Bread.
Living the life.
Good old classic grilled cheese.
Underrated, best sandwich there is. Everyone likes it, but more people should.
Well,
Do you
but if
guys
everyone
have
likes it, doesn't
fairy bread?
No.
Gay bread?
It's basically white. Fairy bread. It's just white bread with butter, and then you shove a bunch of like sprinkles on it, like hundreds of thousands.
God, that sounds so American and disgusting.
It's
And yet it's not
I think it's Australian. I think it's Australian, but it's popular here as well.
Of course it is.
It's like used at little kids' parties, and it's really good.
Oh,
Just saying.
okay.
No, it's not.
Shut up, Mr. Chef Boy.
I mean, I'm all for people liking what they like. You know, I'm not going to shun people for that, but I might draw a line for fairy bread.
Have you tried it?
Yes. In my head, and I hate it in my head.
Like, just Google fairy bread, and then
I got it. No, I understand the concept. I can't eat a Google
we'll
picture.
go Google it. Google
No,
it.
I got it.
Right now.
I understand. Thank you.
Google it now. Do it.
I'm Googling it.
This is so dumb.
I mean, what do they tell kids?
It's exactly what I thought it was.
I mean,
Great.
but-
Yum, yum, yum.
Please
Okay.
don't ever show me that.
Meatball sub.
Yeah, meatball subs.
Underrated.
I think they're
Overrated?
Meatball subs are
Overrated.
I don't like them.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't-
Why would you want a sandwich where, like, part of your sandwich is, like, way too big to put in your mouth, but other parts of your sandwich...
How small is your mouth?
How small is your mouth? I've never had an issue.
Yeah, I've had many of these. They're not hard to eat.
How small is your meatball?
You can smush them.
I can fit at least 2 meatball
Real
subs in my mouth
meatballs
at one
don't fit in
time.
your mouth.
What? Yes,
what
they
do
do.
You're talking? You're
Are your
telling the
meatballs the size
chef.
of softballs or something? They're the size of ping pong balls. Can you not fit a ping pong ball in your mouth with some bread around it?
I'm saying, like, you know, like you get your decent sized meatball, and you got your really thick hard bread, and like you put them together, and it's
No.
like, well, now I
not-
can't really eat it.
No,
It's not that.
I am
hard.
passionately against
you're
hard
wrong.
bread for sandwiches.
But then
You
again,
should not use like a traditional baguette for bread for sandwich. That's meant to go in like soup by itself. You don't. That it's just chewy. It's just nothing but gluten. It's eating like a rubber shoe. Just no.
Well, someone
Have
tell
soft
that
bread.
to the people who make meatball subs.
I'll tell it to Subway, but wait, no, their bread's
I-
soft and wonderful.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Mickson.
Underrated.
I still think they're overrated.
Get out of my state, Shawstin.
Overrated.
No, overrated. I just don't like how the meatballs are like spread out, you know? Or for example, with a sausage,
They're in
it's
sauce.
all equally throughout the whole thing, you know? With the
Did you say
meatball,
dried out, or what'd you say?
Spread out.
Spread out.
Oh, spread out.
Spread out, you know?
Yeah, there's
throughout
a
the whole thing.
disproportionate amount of meat in certain parts of the sandwich. Like I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Well, yes.
There's
there's
more meat in the middle of the meatball than on the edges.
It's you. It coincides with your bite. Each bite has a meatball. Every
What?
bite has the same amount of meat. How do you eat sandwiches? You take a bite. Are you eating it sideways like a cob of corn?
I shouldn't have to try to exactly half a meatball every bite.
Not you eat a whole meatball. How small is your mouth? You eat a whole meatball.
No, I'm not going to put the entire meatball and all that bread that comes with it in my mouth. I want to taste my food.
No, that's too much.
I want to be able to swallow it without chewing it for a half hour.
If
How are
anything,
you
there's-
eating?
your arguments are valid because if there's so much food, the amount of food does not coincide with your ability to taste. You can taste a lot of food a lot, and a little food a little. I mean,
The fact that you people are so strongly about this makes me put
I'm
this
not
even more.
strongly.
I can
I'm
say-
strongly against you.
You
Yeah,
are.
Strongly.
I'm middle of the road on this. You're the
No.
one with the very
Yeah.
overpassionate opinion, if I might say so myself.
It's too overrated, I'm telling you.
Underrated. Get out of my state.
Man, this is the biggest
I am
JFS
out of your
debate we've
state.
had in a long time.
Yeah. I think we can all agree on PB and J.
I think this
though.
is the beginning of the end.
Yeah,
Beginning
We
of
need
the
to
end
get
of
back
the
on
JFS.
this.
This
JFS
the
is
schism
over
that
because we can't
splits the
agree on
server.
sandwiches. Okay, back to a classic: peanut butter and jelly.
Oh,
Overrated.
that's overrated. That's not
Overrated,
even
yeah.
that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and fluff, however, is underrated.
Oh, fluffernutter sandwiches. Hell yeah.
Marshmallow.
Put a little
fluff.
honey on that biz. You got it. On potato bread. And then grill it like a grilled cheese. Oh,
Yep.
even throw some banana in there. All right, I'm sorry. I'm getting carried away here. I'm just talking about dessert at this point. There's so much sugar.
Yep.
All right,
Cubano.
Cubano. I think underrated. There's areas of the United States where I think it's appropriately represented, but I say as a whole, it's underrated. It's a very good sandwich.
I don't like that.
I would say it's mildly underrated.
Yeah, mildly
I really enjoy them, but I feel like they're also very well for a sandwich. They're pretty popular. I feel like
I'd say it's about right.
they're not very popular.
All right.
And a caprese panini. I've never seen this on the menu anywhere. I don't think. I mean,
Well,
it sounds
This
like a
is
great sandwich.
This is
I have.
if you're not
It's
going
great.
to bread.
I mean, it sounds
I'm gonna say
wonderful.
underrated.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Definitely.
I would like this better than a BLT, honestly.
I can't tell what's on. Like, is that mayonnaise? What is that?
Oh, it's mozzarella cheese. The caprese
Yeah.
salad is
Oh,
mozzarella,
okay.
tomato, basil, and a balsamic drizzle of some kind.
In fact, I had it yesterday.
Oh.
Very nice.
I mean, it's definitely underrated because I don't know what it is, so therefore
Yeah.
it's not hugely popular. But also, I don't
Oh.
really want it, so
What? Oh, okay. I understand because you haven't had it. So
see the main ingredient, like one of the two main ingredients in the sandwich is a tomato, and I don't want a tomato on my sandwich.
But it's not if you enjoy it, it's if you think culturally it's over or underrated.
I think it's underrated.
Because you don't like tomato, you think no one should eat tomato? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm not going to say this is super overrated, because my own opinion influences how I feel about other people,
That's true. I guess.
and so I don't know.
why wouldn't you want tomato on your sandwich?
Tomatoes
Because
Some people don't like
tomatoes-
tomato.
Sorry?
I respect that. And lastly, we have the most BS sandwich on this list, I think. Breakfast sandwich?
It's very vague.
Yum.
Come on. Yeah.
Overrated.
Let's,
All the way.
let's talk
Overrated.
about.
No.
They're good. I love them.
Yeah.
I don't
Right,
like
Maybe a little.
As a
Breakfast
whole, I would
sandwiches
say
are
they're
pretty good.
underrated, but this is too vague for me to give a concise, passionate opinion about.
Right.
You'd say, like,
I would say they are overrated in part. Like, you can go to McDonald's and get these. You can go to like any fast food place that sells anything in
I mean,
the morning.
And there's so many different variations of breakfast sandwich that you can have.
pretty much every other sandwich is at Panera, too.
Your
I mean,
arguments are shit, Shawstin. Get out of here.
I will say Dunkin' Donuts has good breakfast sandwiches.
do you call it Dunks?
Yeah, I'm a New Englander. It's,
Oh, I didn't know that was the
Dunks.
thing. I'm going to
Well,
start calling it Dunks.
they call it Dunkies, but I call it Dunks.
Oh, I like
Dunks is way
Dunkies.
better.
Dunkies.
No, I like Dunkies.
Yeah.
Dunkaroos.
Pop in the Dunkies.
All
Dunkaroos.
right.
Dunkaroos.
What do they sell? Do they sell like just donuts and sandwiches, or like what?
Oh, hey,
Donuts,
coffee.
sandwiches, coffee. Yeah.
hey, Mickson, guess what? You
Mhm.
told me to get out of your state. Well, guess what? I got Tennessee.
Oh,
That's fine. I'm moving to Pennsylvania.
I got Canada.
Howdy, guys. I got tech.
California.
Wow.
Canada's my favorite state.
Yeah.
Oh man, we all got like different. Jeez,
You're
that's-
destined to live in Canada. Congrats.
You're
I'm
a
happy
fan.
with Texas because I get to say howdy more.
I guess that's fair.
You could say
I'm
this
happy with
much
Tennessee
more.
because I mean I don't have to change much at all. Like I literally like I'm 2 hours down the road.
I
I
wasn't far from Canada once. I was
I have not traveled
Good
much at
point.
all.
You're a kind, warm person who has a strong affinity for the arts. You've always done things a little differently from other people. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll end up in California. Yay.
I don't think my description applies to everyone in my state. I'm against like blanket terms like that. However, based on the content of our conversation, I would say this is correct. It says you're a strong-willed person who isn't afraid to ruffle a couple feathers. You're confident and not ashamed to be your true self.
Yeah.
And people
You're
really
confident, not
admire
afraid
that
to toot
about
your own
you.
horn.
So, how are we gonna rate this test accurate?
We don't. I mean,
Very.
I have no idea. I didn't even get
It's
it,
very
so I don't know.
I give
think
it
this
7
test
meatball
was-
sub.
Overrated.
Yep.
This is like like a third of the way up the overrated scale.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to play along and take this quiz too, there'll be a link in the description, right, Shawstin?
Right, Muck?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
If it's not in the description, we'll post it in the comments. Aha.
And if it's not, I will put it in the description because I got access. Check.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I'm
so it
clicking
will
again.
be. Yeah.
Unless I don't.
Okay.
Because
Very
I'm
nice.
lazy.
That was fun. Good job to whoever picked that. I didn't know it was food related. I'm always up for talking about food. So that's good. Good.
Fat bastard.
Food is fun.
What's your opinion on egg?
I like egg.
Incredible
Good.
edible egg.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Comes out of chicken butt.
No.
I
It
often
does. No, it does come out of chicken butt. Mickson, it does.
the glorious fruit of the noble hen. Eggs. EGGS eggs.
What's
Do you
your
think you
favorite?
could fit a whole egg in your mouth, Shawstin?
No, because it would break.
Yeah, you can. Definitely you can.
I probably could. I don't want to, for obvious
You
reasons.
can put a light bulb in your mouth, but you can't take it out without breaking it.
What?
I don't know. how
I
big-
don't believe this, but I'm not going to test it.
It's true. It's the way it's shaped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's shaped. It can slide in easily, but you can't slide it out.
Is this like a new
So-
challenge kids are doing?
Yeah.
Found this out.
I don't think it's
No.
new. I
We
heard
should.
it years ago.
Yeah.
Is this
But,
true for any orifice?
You're gonna try it.
Yeah.
No, I'm,
You can give it a go.
I'm just saying. I need to reconsider my hobbies. Yes.
You got some weird hobbies.
People with the bag.
Shove fucking light bulbs up their asses.
Oh yeah, happens all the time in ER stores. Great.
Have you guys ever seen the guy who put the
No, don't
I
stop.
was
stop,
thinking.
stop,
I was
stop,
thinking that
no,
same
stop,
thing.
stop.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
All right,
Nutella?
off of that side of the internet, let's get into some climate protests with Asus.
Oh, right, I put it on there, yeah. So, I'd like to take a quick moment to talk to you about the climate, because it's important,
Yeah.
and we should care about it more, because...
I can't read this article.
This is in a different language, Asus.
I know. Shut up, would you? The pictures are in English.
The pictures are
If you have Google, it'll sort of translate it.
Yeah, do that, whatever. No,
I don't
so
need Google
essentially,
Translate.
since November, December, there have been weekly protests in
Mhm.
Belgium and surrounding countries about the climate. For example, in Belgium now, every single Thursday, lots of students, like tens of thousands of students, have been skipping school and protesting in the major cities for the climate and for
Did you
the
join
work of government. I have, actually, yes. Yeah, and initially it's
The
just
climate
started out as
change
a
isn't
single-
real.
No, but like in
Oh,
December,
there
like,
goes.
I think like 70,000 people showed up in Brussels. As is then, like every single Thursday, like continuously protests of like tens of thousands of people, and like it's been spreading. You know,
So
like,
what's
it's
the
started out in Brussels, and
end goal here? Because I know like the EU is very pro fixing climate change. Is it like to get them to do
Well-
more, or is it to get them to recognize it, or what is it?
no. So what they're doing right now, it's alright, right? But they need to do more to be able to actually reach the goals set by the United Nations, which seem to be pretty reasonable goals. But you know, it's likely they're not going to be met. So we want the government to do more. Yeah.
Seems fair.
And they are going to continue every single week until the European election in May. And from what I've seen, you know, it's already spreading to the UK, already spreading to France. There's this extremely popular Swedish girl
Nice.
that's like protesting for climate, like a shit ton.
Is it Nexa?
Yeah, as it makes it.
Maybe.
I'm on
I
board.
mean,
Nick's her in a wig.
her name
Is
is
he pulling a Hannah
I think it's,
Montana.
like, Greta.
It's not even in a wig.
Greta?
Not-
But no, I mean, climate protests, they're not like a unheard thing, you know? They've been going on for literally years now. It's just that right now, it has like specifically come to my attention since, I mean, it was there. So yeah. Do stuff for the climate. Do less dumb shit. I also put some links, another link in there, which is about things you can do, even though, you know, carbon emissions by individuals only account for like 30%.
Down with man. Down with capitalism. Down with corporations.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would say. But
I'll make fun of you for it.
I mean, there are good companies. You know, some people make, I don't know.
Some people
dams.
make
Some
sandwiches.
people make solar
That's
panels.
nice.
Some people make sandwiches. Yeah. Sandwiches using plants, which is technically better for the... You know what? Just read the thing in the description. Use less plastic, eat less meat, drive a bike, whatever, you know. Vote. Be
Meatball
aware.
sandwiches are hurting the environment.
It's important.
It kind of
That's-
seems like you're just saying random good things, like floss,
I know.
go to bed early,
Buzzword.
stay hydrated.
No, I'm saying generally good things that are generally good for you and for the climate.
Yes.
But no, yeah, I know. This is important, alright?
Eat less meat.
This is more important for communism than communism. I said it. Climate above communism.
Hot take
New
of the
hashtag.
podcast.
Can't have
Okay,
climate.
okay,
If
okay.
we can't have communism, we are all dead.
Yeah, anyway. And if you guys have anything to say about this, I don't know.
I've gave my 2 cents, I think.
Sure.
I wish the U.S. would do more about it. So that's my thing.
Yeah,
I don't
just
think the
kinda-
world expects the US to do anything for at least a couple more years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. Your Green Party's kind of shit.
Yep.
Well, no one votes for them anyway, so.
Yeah.
America
Well,
might as well not
actually-
have parties anyway.
Damn,
Anyway,
2-party system. Yeah. Oh
Sure.
yes.
Enough politics. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's this new game that came out recently that everyone's talking about, a lot of hype around it, and everyone
Five
keeps
Nights at
saying
Freddy's.
Tetris 99.
that it's
Tetris.
the Fortnite killer.
Yep.
Of course, talking about Tetris 99.
Mhm.
Oh god, you actually were. I thought you were talking about Apex.
Hell yeah.
No, it's great. It costs money, maybe. I don't actually know.
Yeah. Apex is free.
But
so.
Tetris 99 is free. And I have it on my Switch, and I was playing it, and it's awesome, and I love it.
I've been playing Tetris 99, but I've been playing too much Tetris just in general.
Alright, okay, Apex Legends, right? Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about Apex.
New
if you guys want.
Tetris video on the Laser Knights channel in a couple of days. Maybe, I don't know when this is
Get
going
there.
out.
Get there. We'll plug it. We'll plug it.
So I don't know what it is, but it killed Fortnite, so I'm happy.
Fortnite's
You know,
still around and it's not going to go away, and people should stop hating on Fortnite because, just saying, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's
my
a fine
my
game.
2 cents on
Get over
this.
it.
It's like a
Lemons
meatball
and I.
sandwich. Overrated.
Oh, buddy, watch
Ooh.
yourself. Lemons and I were actually talking about this a couple days ago. I brought this up just serendipitously. I am happy that I'm a proponent. I think I said this with the freaking sandwich thing, but people, you do you. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, I don't care. If you want to shove light bulbs up your rectum, if you want to eat meatball subs, do you, man. I don't care. Just don't hurt nobody. People playing Fortnite, go ahead. Have a good time. However, I don't like how the meme mainstream status it is, because it sheds such a light on like a bad light on gaming and the kind of the mainstream perception of like the both 9-year-olds playing games and then 30-year-old basement dwellers. The two the only two settings there are for gamers is in people's minds is either 9-year-old who plays Minecraft or basement dweller. I hate that. I hate it, and how mainstream Fortnite has gotten has kind of helped perpetuate that. I think, but I like that something's kind of taken the edge off a little bit. So whether it be Fortress 99 or it be Apex, there's been a few things that have come out that it's just kind of the wanderlust of Fortnite's wearing off a little bit. So.
Anyway, Tetris.
Yeah, what is this? I have no idea what you're talking Tetris for, actually.
Tetris has a battle royale.
Yeah. It's free exclusively on the Nintendo Switch, and it's Tetris, but it's classic battle Tetris, but you're against
I just want a
98
1v1 Tetris game, by the way, just saying. Okay.
Focus.
Wait, so it's like
Like
a
Tetris.
Tetris thing, right? Just to get like a high
Yes.
score as quickly as possible or something?
No. So in 1v1 Tetris, every time you clear lines, you throw garbage lines at the opponent, and so
Ooh.
they have to clear those too. So if you're clearing a bunch of lines, they're losing space, and eventually they'll hit the top of the screen and you win.
Oh, I like that.
So
Are
in
you gonna do
this,
a last play on it? I want to see it.
I don't have a capture card.
We'll check
So in
out
this,
laser
like,
nights.
We'll get there,
Yeah.
damn it. Hold on, pump your
Alright.
brakes, boy.
Link in the description.
No, we're not there yet. Don't plug it yet. Damn it, hold your
Yeah,
horses.
you can't be there yet. We don't need.
I mean, I guess we can be
You
there.
don't need to be so strict on the format.
I guess we're on the topic. I'll go ahead and talk about it, I guess. So, Lemons and I,
Howdy.
a little over a month ago, started our own YouTube channel called Laser Nights. We have had the idea for pretty much over a year now, I think, but at the time, almost a year. And it's just us playing games together. It's a lot of fun. And the videos are good, I promise. We recently, depending on when this podcast goes up, we will have recently posted a video of us playing what is basically Tetris 99 on an officially licensed Tetris website called Tetris Friends. You play online with multiple people, and the exact description someone just gave for Tetris 99 is applicable to the game that we played. So you can see that video. We've done a bunch of other games. We've got a bunch of games coming out, and it's very exciting, and I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you. Laser Nights. I guess another thing I can plug is I want to do a series for the JFS channel, the very channel that you're on right now, and it's not going to be super frequent. I was thinking probably like once a month. It's going to be a right pain to edit. But it's a spinoff of the TV show Taskmaster called Task Crafter. I know, I'm a genius. And it's where I blindly give tasks to various server members. There'll be different ones each episode, 5 per episode, but it might always be the same people. And they have to compete and in most exciting, various outlandish and demeaning tasks. So look for that relatively soon as well. It can be very demeaning.
Some of them.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let us know what you think about that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. We should all play Tetris after this, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm playing Tetris right now.
So,
Andy podcast. Let's play Tetris.
Screw you, Ace.
dang.
No, I'm sorry. Ace.
So, for my news story, I'm actually going to give you guys a choice between 3 of them.
Ooh.
So, would you like to hear about trash, Girl Scout cookies, or an egg?
I've talked about myself enough this podcast.
I kinda
want to
hear about
Girl
trash.
Scout cookies.
I kind
I
of.
want-
So Girl Scout cookies, are they like cookies made from Girl Scouts?
Well, this
Yeah.
is great.
So is the topic about eggs or trash Girl Scout cookies?
I'm voting for trash.
I'm
Girls.
voting for Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
For Girl Scout cookies.
It's all on you, Shawstin.
I want to hear Girl Scout cookies.
Okay.
Ah,
So the ones you missed out were there's a trash thing called the sea bin that picks up trash in the oceans or in like
oh yeah, those are neat.
they're deploying them in Australia. The egg one is an egg has dethroned Kylie Jenner as the most liked photo on Instagram.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
like months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
I mean, it has been a podcast for months.
it's got more than 18 million hits. So, but the Girl Scout one. So there's this Girl Scout in Colorado. I will link it into the doc.
I'm a giraffe.
And she has made a clever way to sell some Girl Scout cookies by putting Jason Momoa on the box and calling them Momoa Samoa cookies.
Oh, that's great.
Charlotte Holmberg, she's a 5th grader. Oh no, that's the CEO. Never mind. But apparently,
5th grader CEO.
Dang.
Jeez.
but apparently, she's been printing out pictures of Jason Momoa with the Samoa Momoa or Momoa Samoa cookies, and her daughter is helping sell them. So I thought
She
that
gets
was
sued.
I don't think so.
Wow, she should have been.
Yeah.
The moms are getting really
right?
excited,
Can't-
and they're
can't
saying that
just do
they
that.
need them. So,
My question is not why did they not get sued? Because they clearly, I mean, they should have. Why did they stop at Jason Momoa Samoa's? Why is there not
You need to think of an example.
Manuel
before you say this.
Miranda Mintz? Why is
Should have
there
thought of
not-
an example earlier.
I did. That's my Leo
Oh, I
Lin.
presume that was off like your head because it was so bad.
Tag alongs.
You said from Colorado, right?
oh, it is Charlotte. She is this. She's got top cookie CEO recognition.
I'll think of another one for the other podcast. You stay tuned, folks.
Yeah,
So-
Do you
she's gotten on the news.
do you really
for
not
it.
know what Girl Scout cookies are, Asus? Are you pulling our legs or?
No, I just got reminded when you said Colorado that I have a new hate for Colorado.
Girl
Oh,
Scout
okay.
cookies?
No, just for Colorado. I mean, look at it. Look at the map. Horrible.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
really.
know Colorado wasn't an actual rectangle. What is this? It's disgusting. Anyway,
Thanks a lot. That's
Thank-
a Girl Scout cookie.
Yep. So yeah, that's the news I got for that. From the Good News Network.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
so the trash thing.
No, you don't get that one.
I don't get that one.
Ah,
I could talk about that one, I guess.
No, you're not allowed.
bonus.
If I can-
No.
Bonus talk.
It was decided. No, you voted. You didn't want trash. You can't have it anymore.
Well, how because Lemons doesn't have a topic, Ace can talk about the other topic.
Okay.
In Lemons.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to get a topic?
I got
Uh,
it.
Hold on, I can find some news. I googled news.
It's Morgan Freeman.
Lime
Morgan
fighting
Freeman.
back.
It's Morgan Freeman. That's so good.
Lime is fighting to get its electric scooters back on the streets of Dunedin and Auckland by pleading to the public to help bring back the transport revolution. Lime put the
No.
brakes on their e-scooter fleet yesterday until the company sorted out its problem with the machines looking out again.
No one cares about your Kiwi news from your made-up country.
Alright.
That's-
Now
that's
that
nothing?
Lemons has died, the sea
How to breed
bin.
heavily with lemons.
So yeah, the sea bin has first been deployed in Australia. 2 Australian surfers raised $250,000 to build this little rubbish bin that they put into the water. It can collect up to 44 pounds of trash, and apparently sea life is afraid to go near it, so it causes 0 harm to them. So
Well, that's good, I
because
guess.
it's got a water pump motor, and I guess pushes the water out as it flows in and keeps the trash in. And because of that pump, none of the marine life want to go near it. So
What about deaf animals?
What do you want about?
I'm pretty
Nothing really.
Yeah. So yeah, it's already been deployed in Australia. You can actually buy your own off of their website, apparently, because they got pre-sales going on that you can place an order for your own sea bin.
Oh man, all the oceans I have. That's great.
Yeah. So
You buy one, you're in the middle of Tennessee.
Yeah, just like in my apartment. Actually, it probably wouldn't fit. It's huge, isn't it? But
yeah, there's
still,
a video
I
at the
can-
bottom that shows it. It's about as big as a people.
Oh,
You can put it in a lake though and clean it up.
yeah.
And apparently, it can
Right.
collect up to half a ton of garbage every year. So
Wow. I mean, yeah. This reminds me of that one Tom Cruise movie for some reason.
speed.
Anyway.
Passion of the Christ.
Oh god. No, the one where it's like a not too distant future, and he's like on a thing, and he's like in DC. It's like
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Behind enemy lines.
no, it's like sci-fi.
Schindler's List.
Mission Impossible.
I don't know.
B movie.
Goodwill Hunting.
That's it. Thank you.
Shrike 3.
No, it was Good Will Hunting. He got it.
Yep.
Shark Tale. G-Force. Someone else fucking to say something else. I'm just listing off bad movies.
You can stop. I wasn't ready for that.
Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
That live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from 2008.
The one by Michael Bay? No, sorry, the older one. Wasn't there like more recent Michael Bay live action?
Yeah.
There's been like 3 different Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise in the past like 20 years.
Who do you think came up with that idea?
A lot of people, like a panel of people, probably. What a question.
They're turtles.
Kids like this, so let's.
I mean, the original. Yeah.
Let's slap everything kids like together. They saw that I like turtles.
Ready Player One. Woo!
I mean,
No one likes Ready Player One.
Samurai
Except you.
Jack? Like,
I enjoyed it. Saw it for my birthday last year.
good idea. Good idea. Well,
Well,
Well, that was
I
a
think-
podcast. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
See you next time. Watching with your ears. Thanks.
Tell us what you think
Thanks,
about the
sucks.
meatball subs in the comments below.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Laser Knights.
Careful your climate.
Laser Knights.
Wear your seatbelt.
Floss.
Buy some Momoa Samoas.
Do your
Buy
homework.
some Smorgan Freemans.
Eat less meat.
Eat Smorgan
Dark
Freemans
Revolution.
instead.
Buy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles merch.
Play Tetris.
Okay, are we going to end this or not?
I'm
G-Force.
stopping the recording. Bye.